Hi everybody, I'm Carrie Lane and I am your instructor for this course, Gerontological Nursing, and I'm really excited to get started and go through and help you learn more about gerontological nursing as we move through. So I wanted to let you know my contact information is here, and I have office hours by appointment. Feel free to stop by. And we also have Miss Sue Fowler, who will also help us in this course. She'll be in the clinical area at Tiger Place, and she's going to be a wonderful asset as well in the course. So we have to go through some of the syllabi information, and basically we're looking at how to prepare you for the knowledge of geriatric healthcare and what approaches are best for their complex healthcare needs. And yes, caring for older adults is one of the most complex areas that you will actually encounter. You can read over the course objectives. They're listed on your slide and in the syllabus. Please read those over and make sure you understand them. We do have a textbook. It's new this year. If you have an older textbook or a different textbook than this one, it will probably work. But there's a couple of chapters in this mock textbook that are really important for you to have. So when you get to those chapters, and they're not in another version of a textbook that the students used last year, you're going to have to find a way to supplement your readings. Just so that you know that we've switched over, and it really is because they have a much better framework for this textbook than we have used in the past. So we have weekly lectures. Those are online. Schedule those how you would like. They really are set up into small chunks instead of a full hour, 2-hour lecture. And so you'll see those most important chunks that I've pulled in for you to take a look at. Some of those lectures are on integrity. You can access all of them from the modules page on your Canvas site. And some of those are actually links to YouTube or other websites that have a video that I think is really crucial for you to listen to and hopefully present it in a way that's different than me doing that presentation. Make sure you schedule those weekly. We'll have a quiz every week to make sure that you stay on target and on track. Then we also have seminars. Seminars, you'll come to class face-to-face. Those are on the schedule. Take a look at that schedule. I'll show it to you here in a minute too. We had to adjust our time for this semester to a little bit later because there wasn't classroom availability, but I kept it as close to our previous time as possible. We have one outside of class activity that you're required to complete, and that has a sign-up sheet so you can fit it into your schedule so it will work for you. For evaluation, we'll have some homework assignments, discussion questions, quizzes, and exams. And some of the assignments are a little bit different, a little more fun than you probably have experienced in other classes. Grading scale is the same as what you've seen in other classes. No rounding. Late assignments receive a 5% grade deduction for each day. And as other classes state, you need a cumulative score of 73% on your exams before we pull in any other assignments. That 73% is required to pass every nursing course. So we'll have the seminars. Those are face-to-face and in the classroom. Those are worth 10% of your grade. The quizzes, there'll be a quiz every week except for exam weeks, and those will be worth 10% of your grade. We'll go over the assignments. There's several different assignments, 4 of them, and those are worth 10%. You also have 2 exams and a final. Those 3 exams together are worth 60% of your grade. And then the outside of class activity, please pay attention. That's worth 10% of your grade. So please make sure that you get signed up for that. It's always a shock to students at the end of the term when they don't realize that's the case. So pay attention to those, and I'll send some reminders throughout the whole semester. So there's an attendance policy for you to pay attention to. It's on the handbook online, and that link is listed here. Exam absences. Often people have to miss an exam. Please provide documentation for that. You might end up with an excused absence. They are definitely deemed extraordinary circumstances, and those will not have any point reduction from not taking the exam at the time the rest of the class does. But others will have a 5% deduction if, for any other reason, if it's an unexcused absence. An unexcused absence is something like family vacation. I really want to go home earlier. My plane leaves at whatever time. So your exam has been published, final exam time especially has been published on the master schedule for the entire, last several months since you left for the summer break. Missed seminars and out of class experience days, definitely it's important to be there for the Tiger Place outside of class activity. You can reschedule that. You can trade with someone else all the way up to the very last day. The last day is the last day. We don't have any makeups after that. You can't switch after that. And then for the seminars also, we want you to be there if at all possible. You do have some flexibility on signing up for those as well, as far as exactly what time you come. If you have to make that up for some reason, you can schedule that with Leah Wood, and that would also entail a 5% deduction. You can read the academic dishonesty policy. You know, sometimes we still have problems with this, even in the nursing department. So please do your work unless you've been given permission to work together, and keep that integrity as high as possible. The only person you're actually hurting is yourself, so strive for the best. Photos and social media, it's just really important to just don't bring your cell phone. Don't take any pictures. If you have to bring your cell phone because you have children or something else is going on, that's, acceptable. But definitely don't take pictures. Don't post anything about clinical. Don't post anything about any of your patients or residents. I want to hear from anyone who has a disability, so that I can help you be successful. It's really important to me that you are able to be successful, and when you have accommodations, I want to make sure that we can meet those needs. If you find that you have a need for accommodations, feel free to also check with me and/or contact the Disability Center so that you can get accommodations set up. There's a few other policies that are in the student handbook. Take a look at those. They are important, and it is assumed that you know them all because they've been published in the handbook. So we want to make sure you can follow those well. All right, so that's the end of the orientation part of the lecture. I do want to tell you that me, personally, if you see me in the hallway, I'm glad to talk to you. If my doorway to my office is open, please stop in and say hi. Obviously, because we're an online class, I'm not going to get to know you all as well as I would like. So just tell me your name and that you're in the Gero class, and I'll be like, cool. I'd love to talk to you at any time. Feel free to stop by. If my door is shut, I'm probably not in the office, or I'm on a phone call or something like that. You can also email me and schedule an appointment, or schedule an appointment through MU Connect. Thanks.